Hello again, everyone. Friends, we are currently at a very critical point with Pepe. The price is trading around 0.00000281, and after the sharp sell-offs in recent weeks, the market is slowly trying to find its balance. Especially in recent days, the renewed accumulation signals seen in whale wallets and the ETF story still being on the agenda have turned investors' attention back to Pepe. Now, when we look at the chart, the first thing that stands out is this 270 to 275 region. So it's exactly these areas, friends. It has become a significant support zone in the short term. Right now, the price is trying to hold just above this support. If this area is maintained, it's very likely that we could see the 300 to 320 levels as the first target, with buyers regaining strength. So we could see these levels again. The point I pay attention to is this. Pepe is a coin that has moved sideways for long periods many times in the past and then made sharp moves afterwards. Therefore, instead of acting impatiently, it might be more reasonable for investors to follow the critical levels. If we look at the negative scenario, if the 270 support is lost, selling pressure could increase again. In such a case, it is possible for the price to retreat to the 250 level or even to the 230 region. Therefore, the area we are currently in is actually a zone where the struggle between bulls and bears is taking place. One of the most important developments strengthening Pepe's story is the recent purchases made by major investors. It was reported that in June, some large wallets accumulated billions or even trillions of Pepe. Although this situation alone does not mean that the price will rise, it shows that the interest of big players at these levels continues. Additionally, the rumored spot Pepe ETF application is also on investors' radar. For now, nothing has been finalized. However, even the ETF story alone can sometimes create strong expectations on the meme coin side. If there is positive news flow on this topic in the coming months, there could be extra demand for Pepe. As for my short-term expectation, the most important point that will determine the direction of Pepe, which is at the 281 level, will be the 300 resistance. If this area is broken with volume, fear in the market may once again be replaced by FOMO. At that point, we can start talking about the 350 level and above. However, if the resistance is not broken, it is quite normal for us to see sideways and volatile movements for a while longer. Overall, when we look at it, Pepe is currently in one of the regions that is high risk but also has high potential. Whale movements, ETF expectations, and a possible recovery in the meme coin sector are all quite important for Pepe investors in the coming weeks. For now, my eyes will especially be on the 270 support and the 300 resistance. Whichever of these two levels is broken, the direction of the next big move could largely be determined. Friends, before I forget, today I will also talk about another notable update on the Pepe front. According to CoinMarketCap's latest market assessment, after the recent sharp declines, Pepe has started to come back onto investors' radar. It is especially noted, friends, that during the period when the price was trading at bottom levels, large investors, that is whales, have accumulated billions of Pepe. Currently, Pepe is trading at around $28, so we referred to it as 280 in the video, and in recent days it has been making a serious effort to recover. According to CoinMarketCap data, the token is still about 90% below its all-time high. Nevertheless, its positive performance over the past week has once again increased investor interest. The most important detail highlighted in the news is whale accumulation. The fact that large wallets continue to accumulate Pepe instead of selling during the decline can be interpreted by some investors as a sign of long-term confidence. Of course, this alone does not mean that the price will rise. However, it shows that strong players in the market are still keeping an eye on Pepe. Another topic that investors are following is the Pepe ETF application, which we also mentioned in the video. This is truly very important news for investors. They are closely monitoring this, and honestly, there is just a huge expectation around it. It may or may not come true. If it does happen, there would be a serious FOMO expectation in the market. In summary, when we look at CoinMarketCap's latest update, we see that cautious optimism is gradually replacing fear on the Pepe side, friends. I don't know if this optimism will bring us happiness or make us happy in the short term, but it is among the most important factors that will determine price movements. Don't forget the critical support and resistance levels I mentioned in the video. That's all from me for today. Take good care of yourselves. See you soon.